Namaste everyone and welcome to this class. As requested, I am back with an upper body and shoulder strength class. So this class specifically is focused on upper body strength, which means we are working more on the arm strength and shoulder strength. So there'll be different elements as well involved in the class, but our major focus will be in the building the strength of the upper body. So this will be a strong class, but I still will be offering different modifications, so feel free to do that. All you need is your yoga mat. You might need 2 yoga blocks if it's a part of your practice. Otherwise, just bring your beautiful self on the mat, roll up the mat. Let's get started. So let's begin. We'll begin the class today in a kneeling position. So sit back on the heels. Take a moment to connect with the present moment. Allow your body to relax, your shoulders, your spine, hips, arms, legs. Fully allow yourself to be present with this moment. Connect with your breath, naturally flowing in and out. And as we become aware of the breath, slowly start deepening the breath. With each deep breath, try to expand your chest a little more. And with each exhale, try to find yourself more grounded and more connected. You can keep your eyes closed or open. Let's invite some spinal movement. So as you inhale, you'll try to open the chest, lift your heart up, maybe look up. And with exhale, rounding the back, bringing the chin into the chest. Again, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. And let's do 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Coming back to center, interlace your fingers and stretch your arms up. Actively stretching your arms up. Open the chest and stretch the shoulders. So moving your arms slightly back to bring more stretch into the shoulders. And slowly come back to center. Release your arms and interlace your fingers back at this time. Again, inhale, stretch your arms up. Without bending forward, try to lift your knuckles more up, finding maximum stretch in the shoulders. See how far can you go with your knuckles. No need to force, you can be wherever you want to and still feel the stretch. So stay wherever you are and slowly release the hands on the knees and move the shoulders up and back. Beautiful. From here we'll come down in a tabletop. Knees hip distance apart. We'll do a quick wrist warm up. So spread your fingers wider. Press into the knuckles, all corners of the hands. Shift your weight forward. Tuck the toes and back. Forward and back. So you're feeling your weight all over your wrist. Back. Forward and back. 1 more. Forward and back. Now stay forward. Move the shoulders past the wrist and hold it there. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back. Again, bring your shoulders back exactly on the top of the wrist. Fingertips facing out. Again, keeping them wider. Move from side to side. And slowly we come back to center. Fingertips facing your knees. Forward and back. So you can gently rock or you can just hold, finding your maximum stretch and breathe. And slowly release. If you need to take a moment, sit back on the heels, maybe gently again make a fist and rotate your wrist, releasing any tension. If you need to move the neck as well, small gentle circles, releasing any tension from the neck. And come back, beautiful, back to tabletop. Okay, from here we are going to extend the hands forward for puppy pose, but we are going to stay in the active version of puppy pose. So check your knees and hips in one line, extending the hands forward, keeping your head up, chest up, shoulders up, and just stay here. And let's add a few pulses, which means you're going to drop your chest and keep dropping it down. So it's like you're bouncing up and down. Keep pushing into the ground. Shoulders engaged, externally rotated. If this is too much, you can stay in regular puppy pose, or another option is to go wider with the hands. So the idea is to open the front side of the shoulders, opening the upper back, and then just stay. Stay up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, slowly come back, walk your hands back. Again, take a moment if you need to, move the shoulders up and back. Beautiful. Okay, coming back, tabletop. Back in tabletop, this time you'll tuck the toes under, press the palms. Lift the knees few inches up, hold. Engage your core for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knees down. Drop your belly, lift your heart. Now you can stay here, or if you can, bend your elbows. You're trying to move your chest forward and down as you do in Chaturanga, and press back up. Back to neutral spine. Again, tuck the toes. Inhale, lift up. We'll do this few more times. And release. Knees down, drop your belly. Bend your elbows. Try to lower the chest down. Push back and come up. Beautiful. 3 more times. Press and lift. Lower the knees. Drop your belly. Lower the chest. And come back up. 2 more times. You got this. Press and lift. Knees down, drop your belly, bend your elbows. Come back up. Okay, ready for the last. Press the palms, lift up. Knees down, bend your elbows, lower. And press back up. Beautiful. From here, we'll move in downward dog. So tuck the toes under, lift the hips back up. Start to walk the knees, stretch your hamstrings, lengthening the spine. This will be a challenging class, so feel free to take break whenever you need. You can pause the video, continue. If you want to rest in child's pose, feel free to do that whenever you want. Listen to yourself. Okay, from here, heels down. As you inhale, you're going to round your back and shift yourself forward in plank position. So make sure your palms are exactly on the top of the shoulders. It's a high plank, pushing back into the heel. From here, engage your glutes, lift your chest up and slowly lower the hips down as if you are coming up in upward facing dog. But we are still on the toes, so lift your heart. Now keeping the core engaged, pull yourself back up, downward dog. Let's do this few more times. Round the back, shift forward. So try to move your spine like a wave, then lower the hips, lift the chest. Exhale, back up. Let's do this few more times. Inhale, forward. And exhale, back. Again, forward. And back. One more time, forward. And back. Hold it there, stay in downward dog. Breathe. And now from downward dog, you're going to place your right hand in the center, and with your left hand, you're trying to catch your right ankle. As you inhale in the center, stay here, or if you can exhale, add a twist to the right side. You're bending more into your left elbow, trying to bring your chest pull closer to the thigh. looking over your right armpit, and breathe. Keep pushing into the right hand actively. Slowly release. Come back to center. Switch the hand. So left hand in the center. Grab your left ankle with the right hand. Inhale in here and exhale. You are bending more into the right elbow. Twisting to the left. Looking over your left armpit or just over the left side. Breathe. Pushing into the left hand strongly. And beautiful. Come back. Center. Back to downward dog. From here, you're going to bend your knees slightly. Inhale in here, and as you exhale, moving your both heels to the left side. And now you're going to bend your both knees and trying to shift your weight more back towards your heels and feeling a deep stretch on the left side of the body. Now inhale, you come back to regular downward dog, and now we switch. Move both heels to the left, bend your both knees, shift your weight back, stretching the right side. Let's do a few more times. Inhale in here, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale, inhale up, exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale up to the right, inhale up to the left. Back to downward dog. Beautiful. And now from here, again shift forward, moving in chaturanga. So bend your elbows, slow down and lower yourself all the way down in chaturanga. Okay, now we are on the belly. So toes untucked, palms into the shoulders. Let's give a rest for the hands, quick rest. So you'll extend your both hands back. So here you're going to place your chin or chest down on the mat. And now with the next inhale, keeping your feet grounded, try lifting your chest up, reaching up with your arms where your palms are facing up. So use your upper back, engage your core, your glutes, and try to reach up as high as possible. Exhale, lower. 4 more time. Inhale up, higher, and lower. Up, and release. Up, and release. One more, up, and release. Let's do one more, holding for 5 seconds. You got it. Lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, a little more higher. And 1, release. Beautiful. Press the palms, tuck the toes, coming up in plank position. Lift yourself up. Or take your time to come up in plank. Beautiful. From here, we are moving in side plank. So, shifting your weight on the right hand, option to keep your left foot in front of the right. If this is too much, lower your right knee down like this. If you can, stay here, side plank. Lift your left hand up. To make it a little more challenging, you can stack your feet. So left foot on the top of the right, pressing into the right hand. Hips lifted up. If you want to add a little more challenge, lift your left leg up. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back. Back to plank position. From here, we'll move in side plank, but on the forearm. So you're going to lower your left forearm down. Again, you can stack your feet or place your right foot in the top in front of the left and then reach up with the right. Side plank. Hips lifted up. Keep pushing the hips up. Shoulder, elbow in one line. Breathe. Beautiful. And now from here, coming down, forearm plank. Come back to center in forearm plank. Lower the hips, engage the core. Elbow, shoulder in one line, pushing into the ground. 5, 4, 3. I'm challenged. It's challenging for me too. I'm sweating as well. And 1. Okay, another challenge. Hands down. Press into the hands and try to lift yourself up. Extended plank. Again, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Coring it. 1. Walk your hands back. We are back to center in plank position. From here, back to side plank on the right side. This time, you will move your left leg up and back for wild thing. Pressing into the right hand, lift your heart, lift your chest. Breathe. And slowly come back. Okay, I promise this is the last one. We're going to lower the hips down. So 5 dips, you can choose. Keep the foot in front. Left hand can be on the waist. Lower the hips down, up, down, up. 3 more. 2, and 1. Come back. Plank, center. Chaturanga, lower or skip it. That's up to you. Lift your chest. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. Walk your hands back. Forward fold. Feet hip distance apart. Grab your opposite elbows. Relax. Release your head. Move side to side. Good job, everyone. You're doing so good. We just have to do it on the left side as well because it's important to balance. So catch a few breaths to reset. And if you need to continue to rest a little more, feel free to pause. Or let's continue. Release the hands. Walk your hands forward. We are coming back to downward dog. From here, shift your weight forward. Plank position. High plank. From here, moving on side plank, other side. So shift your weight on the left. Lift your right hand up. Side plank. Hold it there, pushing into the ground, into the left hand. So hips are more lifted up. If you want to take challenge, lift your right leg up. Okay, beautiful. Let's come back to plank, moving in forearm plank. Slide plank variation, so you're lowering the right forearm down. Lift your left up. Hips lifted up. Breathe. Pushing into the ground. Stay here. Use your obliques. Okay, beautiful. Let's come back. Forearm plank in the center. Hips lower. Okay, if you want to add a little more challenge here, you are moving the hip side to side. So you can try. If not, just hold in the center. Keep your hips low, core engage. Okay, beautiful. Come back to center. From here, slowly come back up in plank. So take your time. Moving back into side plank on the left side. So right hand is up. Moving in wild thing. So right leg up and back. Lift the chest up and breathe. And slowly come back. You know the last part, we're going to dip the hips. So step your right foot forward, 5 times lowering the hips. Lower and up, lower, up, lower, up. 2 more. And come back, center. Let's hold the plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips back up, downward dog. Feel free to take child's pose if you need to. Or with me, downward dog. Good job. Okay, last part of the class. We are going to lower the forearms down for dolphin pose. So feel free to bend the knees or slightly lift your heels up. Try to keep your elbows, shoulders in one line. And then from here, you're going to push the chest back as if you're doing downward dog, but in a forearm, on the forearms. So pushing the chest back, stretching the front of the shoulders, actively pressing into the forearms to stay lifted up. Breathing in here. And now, option to stay here, hold, or as you inhale, look forward, try to shift your weight forward and exhale back. Forward and back. Forward and back. 2 more. Forward and back. 1 more time. Forward and back. From here, knees down. Child's pose. So you can relax, palms facing up, catch your breath. Quick reset for your upper back, for your shoulders. Just coming back to the breath. So we are almost done. We just have one last challenge. I promise this is the last one. Then we are going to stretch. But this is optional as well. So we are going to do some hops to get into forearm stand. So feel free to try. If you don't, you can just stay in child's pose, or if you want to give another try to forearm dolphin posture, then try. Or with me, let's try to do some practice or some hops for forearm stand. So you're going to place your forearms shoulder width apart, palms wider, and then we are going to press into the hands, lift up, lift your right leg up. So maybe you can try to lift one leg up and keep shifting the weight forward. in for a forearm plank, forearm, forearm stand. Yeah, I'm tired too. Or just stay in dolphin position. And slowly lower yourself down. Child's pose. Breathe. Good job. You did great. You're all doing great. If you're still with me, thank yourself for coming this far. It was a very strong class, but you did your best. And that's beautiful. I'm so proud of you. Okay, stay in child's pose. Stay there as long as you want. You can pause the video. Or if you're continuing with me, let's slowly come back up. If you need to add any stretches for the shoulders, you can just place the hands on the top of the thighs, move the shoulders up and back. And release. Let's place the right hand inside the left elbow and stretch the right shoulder. And change. And slowly release. Close your eyes. If there's any other stretches that you would like to take for shoulders, for spine, go for it. Lie down in Shavasana if you need to. But we are finishing today here in the seated position. So if you are with me, find yourself in a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes, relax. Slow down the heart rate, releasing any tension, releasing any thoughts, any muscular effort, fully arriving in this moment. So I'm going to leave you here where you can continue with your breathing meditation by just staying focused on the breath, observing each breath going in, going out on its own for next 5 minutes or longer. So I would suggest to stay here for at least 5 to 10 minutes to observe benefits of the practice and checking with yourself how you are feeling at this moment. I wish you a wonderful day ahead with lots of peace and lots of positive energy. See you in another class. Sending lots of love. Namaste.